Previously on the Youth Edition.
Intensity here from Oldham today, and there we are, out of the FA Cup. Probably a good thing. We're playing too many games at the moment, and these boys just cannot keep up with it. There is the whistle, a clean sheet for Cooper. 2-0 victory. We take 3 points in the lead. And there is the whistle. So, well, we got 3 points, but back on our home deck, we've just been absolutely fingered. Strike out! Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Youth Edition. It's Oldham Athletic, it's Dylan Allen on a quest for Champions League glory. It's time to sit back, relax and get in that comfy chair, put it on the big screen TV, crack your favourite beverage, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition here with Oldham Athletic sitting in 19th position. Now we need to pull our finger out. We need to secure some points and try and push up a little bit further on the table just to get the board off our backs. We are in December. There's probably 2 episodes to go before we do hit a transfer window. Now I've got something that I want to put in play here. I'm going to give you guys a vote to see if you want to utilise this option in this series. What I am thinking, once we get to a transfer window, we won't necessarily put players up for transfer unless we obviously want to get rid of them, but there may be positions where teams come in to try and buy our players. Now, we could automatically say, no, we want to build the squad ourselves, or we could put something in a little bit different. So what I've got here is a little app, and it is a transfer wheel. Now, I've got 9 options on this transfer wheel just to weight the percentages. We have got sell the player, so if the offer comes in, we have to accept the offer and send him off. We've got renew contract, so instead of selling him off, he gets a new contract, maybe a bump in his wage. We've got a loan option, he has to go on the loan offer, or there is one here that just says release. So if an offer comes in for that player and we get the release option, he has to just leave the squad. No one gets him. He doesn't go to the club. He just leaves. So something to put in there. Basically, I just spin this wheel and it will eventually stop on an option. There we go. So that one would be renew. So we could deny the transfer offer and then we could offer him a new contract, maybe with a bit more money to stop players coming in. So there will be a vote up in the eye. Do you want to use the transfer wheel option or should we just play it normally? So that is one thing I did need to cover. Another thing I did discuss in the last episode was what we were going to do with our dynamic tactics. So I've gone and adjusted those. Let's go and take care of that. Today's episode contains Higinye's heroes. There's 4 icons for you to discover who will be today's hero. Alright, so I've stuck with the 4-2-3-1 here formation, of course. Tactics-wise, for standard, we're going with balance, 5 on the width and depth, balance on offensive, 5 on the width, 7 on the players in the box, 3 on corners, 3 on free kicks. Instruction-wise, stay central, get in behind for the striker. The wingers are normal, haven't changed anything. Just free roam and stay forward there for Millet. Harris just has nothing going on for him except for cover centre. Lee is stay back while attacking and cover centre. And the wingers here have stay back while attacking. That's the changes for their standard lineup. If we go into edit game plans, you can see now they're all 4-2-3-1. So I've just adjusted these accordingly. So if we look at attacking, tactically, press after the possession is lost, move a few of these up. If you want to slow this down and have a look, feel free. I'm not going to get too in-depth. Instruction-wise, well, we've put the wingers on mixed attack, so they might get forward a little bit. And the centre midfielders, well, Lee is, of course, on stay back while attacking. But what I've done here is cover wings. So they will come back and cover the wingers if they do decide to get forward. Free roam for the central attacking midfielder, nothing for the outside wingers, and Guerin is standard. If we go now into ultra attacking, well, tactics-wise, constant pressure, 6-8, fast build-up. So these will allow me to keep the formation, but, you know, change the dynamics of how the team is playing through the game. Instruction-wise, get in behind, stay central for the striker. The wingers are all going to stay forward. Harris there, well, Why is Harris playing in the middle? I don't know. Things are going a little bit haywire. It probably won't be Harris. It'll be Millett that is sitting there. But free roam, of course. And these guys have balanced attack rather than stay back while attacking. And these guys are on mixed attack. If we look at the defensive formation and tactics, we're going balanced. A bit shorter in the depth, balanced. And everything's pretty simple there. Instruction-wise, stay back while attacking. Aggressive interceptions here on the centre midfielder, and Leah stay back while attacking, stick to position, but come back on defence for the cam. The wingers will stay as normal, and Guerin is as normal. And finally, ultra defensive. Okay, so tactic-wise, drop back. Everyone's a little bit deeper. We're trying to control possession. Everyone is sort of sitting back and trying to hold the game. So we might be able to utilise that if we do get a little bit of a lead. Guerin have put in a false 9, and he is also set to come back on defence. Everyone is set to come back on defence. And stay back while attacking on the midfielders, stay back while attacking on everyone else. So we've got some game plans there. Hopefully that plays in our favour and we can utilise them a little bit more through the games now, just to try and control things a little bit more. We've probably been getting caught out, especially defensively. So hopefully I can use these new dynamic tactics to really knuckle in and get some results for you guys at home. Right, we've also got a player upgrade in today's episode. This one comes from the Touring Bus. Go and check out his channel. He's got some stuff going on there. And he's gone with the number 8 because he aspires to be like Lampard and Gerrard. Untucked short sleeves, normal fit kit. Now he's gone with a red bracelet on the left wrist and a red tape on the right wrist. And medium socks, and he's asked for some red New Balance boots. Now, they weren't proper red New Balance boots, but there were these white ones with a chromy red sort of blood-looking cover, because all the red is for the Bloods, apparently. 63 thumbs up. Outstanding effort once again from you guys at home. If you're clicking that like button, you are a true gem on this channel. So Lee is done, and we'll have another player upgrade for you at the end of this episode. Right, enough of that managerial stuff taken care of. It's time to get into the first game of today's episode. We're taking on Crewe Alexandra at Gresty Road. We've got our new lad on the bench. Edwards is his name? I can't remember already. We'll find it when he checks in. But the new dynamic tactics, Crewe Alexandra sit bottom of the table. So we're looking to try and get a result here away from home. Can we find 3 points and start moving our way a little bit up the table? Let's get into this game. All right, here we go. Game 1 of the episode. It's game number 21 of the season. And we've got bottom place, Crewe Alexandra. We're on their home deck, so they'll want a result here. We also need some points. And, well, Guerin's starting to find some goals, up to 7 now for this season. Can he be the first man to hit double figures? Let's jump into this game and see if we can find some goals. And hopefully the new tactics here from Dylan Allen can help us out because, well, we're the worst defensive team in the league. There's Lee. Forward, Bernard plays inside for Millett. He gets picked off, and it's Andy NG. Andy NG. Well, if you know Cutsy's channel, you know he is the man, the myth, the legend. He'll lay it off. He's got Harris. Harris cuts through, lays it off. He's got Guerin. Oh, lovely finish. And the young French striker is really making a name for himself here at Oldham. 14 minutes, we hit them on the counter, we hit them on the burst, and it's that man Guerin again finding the goal. Oh, that is an exquisite bit of build-up play. Harris just ducked and weaved, seen the run from Guerin. He got right in the middle of that box and smashed it in the bottom left corner. It's 1-0 to Oldham Athletic, and Guerin is really getting going here now. Good to see. There's Lee. Dodges and weaves his way through the traffic and then feeds it out wide here for Cameron Griffiths. He's got a man on the end. It's fucking Guerin. And it's a good save there from Garrett to deny Guerin his second. We've got a corner here. And really showing that we're up for the challenge here today. Crewe, obviously, bottom of the table. Lee tries to flick in. And there'll be a free kick on the play. 34 minutes gone. Barros to try and deliver this one into the box. Not a lot of tall timber up there, but Bernard! Oh my days! Oh my fucking God! That is another wonder goal there from Bernard. We know the bicycle kicks are overpowered, but we're going to use them when we can because goals like that are absolutely insane. I'm sure it'll be patched eventually, but he's got his white gloves on and he has absolutely laced that into the back netting. What is that? His 6th goal of the season, and that is something special from Bernard. The Gazelle himself finds the goal. It's 2-0 Oldham, and Crewe have no answer at the moment. It's a corner for Crewe, and we'll see what we can do here defensively in the air. We've been quite shaky. Here's the header. Cooper makes a good save. Millet plays it off. Harris fires a lovely ball through for Griffiths. He drives his way forward. Tries to get across here for Bernard. Yes, gets in. Crewe have got nothing. Bernard with his 2nd of the day, his 7th of the season. And he swooped in like a seagull on a hot chip there. He finds himself a goal. Gets in. Oldham Athletic running riot here. Well, Dylan Allen's been on the training track. He's got his little black book going today. The new tactics seem to be working for this side. And that makes it 3 goals to fuck all. Harris finds Lee. Can we get another one here before half-time? Lee drives his way forward, lays it off. Quick touch. Harris out wide here for Bernard. He'll flick over the back and looks for Millet. Oh, good save. Well, the boys have got their fucking tails up here. Lee will drive long. Here's the header. Oh, my days. Was that Griffiths? I think it's Oliver Griffiths. Oh, where's he come from? A little bit of height, and, well, we found 4 goals here in the first half. We're still on ultimate difficulty, don't you worry about that. I haven't changed nothing other than the dynamic tactics. But big Oliver Griffiths has got up, leaps over 2, beats the keeper, and it's 4-0 here in the first half. And this is the kind of scintillating display we've been looking for. Gets in. And there is the whistle. What a first half performance from Oldham Athletic. 4-0. Well, Crewe have come out after half-time and they've got themselves a corner here. Griffiths just punches it away. Have to defend once again. Griffiths gets a touch. Green brings it inside. Oh, there we go, Cooper. That's a good save. And lays it off. Here is Millet. He is onside. And, well, that's a custard strike. Well, let's make one change. 67th minute. And Perry and G gets dragged as well. Oh, poor Perry. Well, we're going to make one change, and it's Joel Edwards checking in for his debut here. 4-0 up. Let's give the lad a run out. Well, let's make our final 2 changes. Thomas and Miranda check in for Griffiths and Oliver Millet. Bernard into the central attacking midfield role. He's got Bernard out wide. Here is Bernard. Starts to come back inside. Still comes Bernard. Oh, trying to pull the trigger, looking for his hat-trick. But there it is. All the damage done in the first half, and a 4-0 win for Oldham Athletic, and that's more like it. The home fans not fucking impressed. Well, 9 shots to 6, but we've put in 4. Only laid 5 tackles today. It was free-flowing football. Bernard with 2 goals gets a 9.3, an 8.4 for Guerin with 1 goal, an 8.5 for Harris with the assist, an 8 for Millet, an 8 for Griffiths. That is Cameron. 7.8 for Cooper with 6 saves and a clean sheet. 8.7 for Barros, got the assists, 2 intercepts. 7.6 for Liam Roberts, 7.5 for Cartier. They didn't really have too much to do. Owen Griffiths, what a game for him. 1 goal and 6 defensive plays. Brilliant from him. 6.9 for Joel Edwards on debut. 9.2 for Alfie Lee, the assist. 4 intercepts and a tackle. 6.1 for Thomas. 6 for Miranda. Get voting up in the IFL player of the match. All right, next up we have at a home Bury. They sit 2nd of the table. They're having an outstanding season. I'm not going to make any changes to the starting lineup here, even though we're not at stamina. I mean, after a 4-0 victory, you want to keep the momentum going. But Brett Cooper will start on the bench today, the American right back, maybe a long-lost cousin of our goalkeeper. We don't know. There may be a storyline there. We'll have to wait and see. If we get into the kind of position we just got in the last one, well, he might even get some minutes. So let's jump into this game and see if we can continue that red-hot form after a 4-0 victory away from home. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 22 of the season. We're back at home at Boundary Park, which hasn't been the best of, stadiums for us. We need to turn that around, but we're coming off a 4-0 shellacking of the bottom place Crewe. But this will be a different task. We're taking on Bury. They sit 2nd on the table. They are in some serious form, and they're vying for the top spot on the table. You can see there, only behind at Cheltenham on goal difference. Mansfield and Carlisle are up there as well. So we've got our work cut out for us today, you feel. Maybe some of the defensive tactics can come into play. But we need to put on a performance here for the home fans. It's been a while since they've had a win. And let's hope we can get the job done today. We'll lay it off. He's got Harris. Lays it inside and looks, and well, it was a header from Cameron Griffiths, but couldn't beat the keeper. Millett lets the ball go by. Can he get a cross into the box? He can for Bernard! Oh, geez, he's trying everything. Oh, we've called Guerin the bicycle, but Bernard is getting on board as well. Maybe a little bit of tandem action between the two lads. And that would have been something special as well. Well, a couple of class saves from Cooper, and it's a corner now for Berry. He'll come out firing. The defensive line is holding at the moment. We just need to weather this early storm and work our way into the game. It is all Berry on the attack now. And they come down the wing, crossing it inside, and there is the goal. Beckford beats Cooper finally. He's had a couple of cracks, and well, Berry showing their superiority here. They've had control, and they deliver themselves a goal in the 22nd minute, and the curse of Boundary Park seems to continue here. Not sure what's going on. We might have to get some witch doctors or something involved. And that is a ball inside that Roberts did not jump for at all. And over the top of Cooper into the back netting, 1-0. Bernard drives. Guerin! Oh, cleared off the line. Griffiths plays through, finds Millett. Oh, swinging wide. Oh, just waiting for a whistle here for half-time. Griffiths lays it off. Here is Harris, lays it forward. Guerin gets a soft as cheese head on it. And that should be the whistle. And at halftime, we're 1-0 down to second place, Berry. From Lee, Griffiths out wide. He's got Bernard. Turns his man, lays it inside. Guerin. Bernard comes through. And it is tighter than a duck's bum there in the box at the moment. Here is Harris. We're trying to drive our way forward. Griffiths, can he set something up here? Finds Bernard. Bernard will look for a run. Harris now. Sees Barros just sitting out on the edge of the deck. Here is Barros. Can he get a drive inside for Guerin? No, that's picked off as well. Oliver Griffiths. Runs it forward. Bernard. Lays it inside. Guerin. Lays it off. Griffiths. Lays it off. Oh, poor touch. Oh! Oh no! What has happened there? An absolute howler from the Berry keeper. They cannot believe their eyes. Has that been accredited to Harris? It will be his third goal of the season if he has been given the goal. What the actual hell happened there? Oh my days, that is a replay worth watching. He just looked like he had no control there, Harris. He's just tapped it. No, he's trying to pass it back to the keeper. Murphy's had a howler. And that's got to be an own goal there against O'Shea. What? Oh my days, goalkeepers. What are you doing in this series? It's an own goal to O'Shea and it's 1-1. Oh, good save, Cooper. Right, time to make our changes. And Brett Cooper will get his debut here. He's going to come in at right back. And we're going to move Barros to central defensive midfield. Lee will check out as well. And Edwards will check into the midfield. Harris and Miller are out. Miranda to the left-hand side. Bernard into the cam roll. Here he is, the young lad. The American on debut. Good ball forward for Cameron Griffiths. He'll drive his way forward here now. Needs some run. Needs something. It's Oliver Griffiths down the line. Miranda gets the run here from Bernard. Has to cut back. Still goes Bernard. He'll lay it off. It's Edwards. Oh no, Edwards is choked like a chicken. And that is vision out here for Cameron Griffiths, who doesn't have much left in the tank, but decides to push his way forward. He'll cut back inside. Lays it off. It's Edwards again. Oh no, the young lad hasn't got the composure just yet. He's going to need a few more games under his belt. In the middle, Edwards. Bernard plays it forward. Here is Miranda. Lays it off. He's got Bernard. Oh, blocked by the defence, and we'll get an opportunity here in the depth to try and steal the game. Bernard, the man to deliver. Drives it inside, and it's wide. No, it's taken a deflection. We'll get another crack at the cherry here. Bernard drives forward. Get it. Oh, no. I think that was Cooper as well. Unfortunately, we miss out. But we take a point here against second place, Berry. Well, a game that had just about everything. We had 14 shots, only 6 on target, but some good player performances. Let's have a look here. Bernard with a 7.9, 5 key passes from the Frenchman. 6.9 for Miranda checking in. Guerin a 6.2, 7.8 for Oliver Millett, starting to find a bit more touch. Harris a 7.1, a 7.2 for Alfie Lee. 6.9 for Cooper. 6.4 for Brett Cooper checking in. Liam Roberts 6.8, 6.5 Cartier. 7 for Owen Griffiths. I keep calling him Oliver for some reason. Joel Edwards checked in for a 5.6. Barros, 3 intercepts and a 7.3. Cameron Griffiths, a 7.6. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Well, it's time for another training session. And not too shabby. Griffiths is doing better. And need to get all these lads to 60. Well, Guerin grabs the November Player of the Month award. His impressive performance for Oldham earned him the League 2 Player of the Month for November. So that's good story there for Guerin. There might be a little bit of interest coming in for him when the transfer window does open. But let's go and check in with Tom Lefebvre and the Media Watch.
Media Watch with Tom Lefebvre.
Today on the Media Watch, we've got a message in here from Callum Hansen. And it's been noticed that in the Oldham area, there's been a young, drunk person before and after the games. The security of the ground believe this to be Cooper, as he's always got mints and empty bottles in his bag. The media and club wonder, could this be down to his poor performances? Well, we'll have to keep an eye here on Cooper. He may be going through a few things. One day he gets a clean sheet, the next day he has an absolute howler. Is this a story unfolding that he's got a little bit of a drinking problem? We'll monitor and let you know further once we explore this story. And one more message in here is from Jonas Olsen. And big news just in, the FC Copenhagen is preparing a January bid for Guerin. Reports say that interest might be both ways. After all, Copenhagen is the biggest bicycle city around. Also, the offer includes his own bicycle. So, well, Guerin has been in some hot form. He scored some big goals lately, and you can see some of the clubs swooping in around this January window that is not too far away. Will there be offers in for Guerin? Will he be leaving the club? We'll have to monitor this story further. That is all we've got time for today on the Media Watch. Send your messages in with the hashtag MediaWatch or the DKMediaWatch@hotmail.com. We'll see you very, very soon. So we get the final game of the episode, still at home at Boundary Park. Can we get a victory here? We're taking on Exeter City. I'm not sure where they are sitting on the table, but we go in with an unchanged lineup, and hopefully we can find 3 points at home. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. What's this game? 23 of the season. So I think we're past the halfway mark now, and we need to start moving our way up the table. Some decent performances so far in this episode. Let's see if we can go through undefeated, touch wood. And hopefully we can find some more goals here today, as Guerin and Bernard are really hitting some form. But the transfer window is approaching, and hopefully we don't lose any players in the January window. Let's do this. Griffiths plays one through, gets Millett on the run. Here is Millett. Oh, good save. Get in there, Bernard. He'll take a strike. Oh, he's hit the sidebar. Oh, lovely tackle from Bernard getting back, and then passes forward, finds Harris. Harris tries to find Millett. It's a shit pass picked off, and here's Stockley. Finds Law inside. It's Boateng driving forward, and there's a goal. Well, a brain fade in the middle and a shit pass has cost us. Ultimate difficulty is real. And one little slip up can cost you a fucking game. 25 minutes gone. Exeter City haven't really looked that strong moving forward, but ball inside there, and just, well, Cartier, turn around, mate. Have you got eyes in the back of the head? Obviously not. What are you doing? He was trying to pass it away without even looking at the ball. You idiot. Bernard plays one forward. Here is Millett driving his way. Still comes. Beats off two. Slams it back inside. Finds Bernard. Opens up the angle. Oh, trying to pull the trigger with a finesse, but blocked by the defence, and we just can't get through this wall of defenders at Exeter. Oh, lovely touch from Guerin. Millett pushes his way through. Come on, Bulldog. Come on, Bulldog. Oh, great save from Will, but he's been taken out. And that will be a penalty. Will it be a red card for the assailant? Just a yellow, but the keeper here looks like he needs a Zimmer frame, but he didn't need it there. Obviously taking his arthritis tablets or something. He has made a class save there. Millett looked to have it smacked in the back of the net.
Dylan Allen can't believe it, but we will go to the spot. Can the captain beat the old man between the sticks? Barros. Yes, he can. Does him like a dinner. Third goal for the season, and starting to be quite composed from the spot here is the captain, Barros. We equalise in the 44th minute. Last penalty. Yeah, you need your frame there, goalkeeper. 1-1. And there's the whistle. It's all tied up at half-time. A big second half here coming up at Boundary Park. It's a corner here for Exeter City. 57 minutes gone as they try and find an avenue forward. Here it is. Oh, Cooper just saves it with his shins, and it will be another corner. Looks like they're playing this one in short. Bernard will get out here to try and make a nuisance of himself. It's coming in. Exeter pushing. Here is the strike. Barros gets up. Griffiths clears it over. That's Cameron. We've got some pressure stations going on here at the moment. We might have to slip back to a more defensive line. Let's go defensive and see if we can hold on here. And Roberts gets a touch. It goes wider to corner. Exeter on the push. 3 changes. Brett Cooper, Edwards and Thomas check in for Griffiths, Harris and Millett. Barros to central defensive midfield. Lee to centre midfield. Bernard to central attacking midfield. We're going to try Edwards out here on the left-hand side. Thomas pushes his way through. Still comes Thomas, slips it off. Warren lays it off. Oh, sidebar! Come on! Punts back inside, pulls the trigger and can't beat the old man between the sticks. Oh, Barros misses the challenge. Roberts gets in the way. The game slows down. Griffiths fires forward. There is the whistle. It's another draw at home, but we're picking up points. Well, 12 shots to 6. We were probably the better team on the day. We just couldn't finish our dinner properly. Oliver Miller gets an 8.8 for his services today. 7.3 for Cameron Griffiths with 3 intercepts. Cooper, 6.4. 7.9 for Barros with a goal from the spot. Roberts, 7.1. 6.9 for Cartier. 7.1 for Owen Griffiths. 6.4 for Sam Thomas. 7.2 for Alfie Lee. 6.5 for Joel Edwards. 6.2 for Brett Cooper, 6.5 for Bernard, 7.3 for Guerin, 7.2 for Harris with 3 tackles, and 8.8 there though for Oliver Millett. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Right, we've got another training session here, and Griffiths now up to a 58, getting closer to that 60 mark we need him to be at. So it's time for today's player upgrade. It will be for Owen Griffiths. He's had a pretty decent episode, this one and the last one, I believe. So if you want to make any changes to the left back, his number or his kit, let me know in the comment section. And of course, the one with the most thumbs up gets the upgrade. So make sure you're looking through those comments, see what you think will fit this player, put a thumbs up on it, and we'll get that winner, the player upgrade. So, we've got 2 games to go before this transfer window opens. Make sure you have voted on the option to use the app for transfer stuff, just to really break things down. We'll do it just on the first option, basically. So, if say, someone comes in for Guerin in week 1, we use the option. It's a transfer, renew, loan, or release. After that, the wheel doesn't exist for them. We'll take control. And we'll just, create a little bit of chance and a little bit of an opportunity for things to go a little bit haywire in those transfer windows. Now, there has been Higinye's Heroes in this episode, so if you do have that, contact me over on Twitter at SparringDK and let me know who it was, and I will give you the hero card. You can put it down below in this one. I just obviously don't have a way to contact you unless you send me an email and you want the card or something. So Twitter is the best place. I am looking at possibly setting up a Discord channel as well. So maybe if that's something that you're interested in, do let me know in the comment section. But other than that, we've picked up points there. We've picked up 5 points. We sit in 17th position, and a win or 2 could really propel us into the middle of the table. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, the next episode will have some more Youth Scout reports back, so maybe some new fresh talent coming in. We'll see you then. Smack the like button if you enjoyed it. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase, and I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.